On this episode of the Boxing Life podcast, we talk about Christmas pubs and clubs in the UK versus Christmas pubs and clubs in Los Angeles. Los Angeles boxing gyms. Me and Glenn talk about our experiences in boxing gyms for the first time in LA. Bullying. We talk about that, about our kids, how we worry or how we don't worry about our kids being bullied, and if they do get bullied, what we think we should do with that. The video that went viral when I was talking about the guy who was taking pictures of my daughter at the beach, that video went viral on Instagram, and we talked about that and the criticism that Glenn mainly got from that video. We talked about New Year's resolutions, drinking. The first time I ever talked about my drink problem, if you like, I call it, say it if you like, because is it a drink problem if it's not a drink problem, and how I look at overcome on that drink problem. This is the Boxing Life podcast with me, Tony Jeffries, and Glenn Holmes. Here it is, enjoy. Feed the world, let them know it's Christmas time, and feed the world. The worst song is in the world.
It's Christmas time, and look what I got sent yesterday.
Oh, that song? And I just fucking popped it out and started singing it.
Yep. Ready?
Yeah. Is this it?
This is it.
Do you think that's it?
I think will sound better. Yeah, Band-Aid.
This is not even close to one of my favourite Christmas songs.
What is your favourite Christmas song? I know what mine is.
What?
The Slade one.
What is that kind of like?
Shit, I need to think. Now I've got that song in my head, I can't think how it
goes. I'm not a huge fan of Christmas songs.
Yeah,
I've never been a big fan of Christmas really until I've got kids now.
It was good as a kid, then it was shit. Now it's good again because you got kids.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, I just got sent that yesterday. Just so it's weird that you just started.
There's one song. Might be the Lakes. What's it called?
The Lakes.
No, not Lakes. I'm thinking the Lake Ports from Sunderland. It's not them. It's the one the Irish one that comes on every year.
Oh, Pogues.
The Pogues.
Pogues with Kirsty MacColl.
I heard that they make 500 grand every December.
Pogues do.
Of residuals just from that song.
I bet.
So they're making zero money all year.
So the Slade one is, are you hanging up the stockings on your wall?
That reminds me of being drunk.
Here it is. That reminds me of last Christmas, because I was in England last Christmas, and on a night out last Saturday before Christmas, everyone's singing that.
Right.
Everyone's out singing that. You can't beat a good Christmas night out in England.
So I used to work on the doors for years, and I'd work every single shift, every single night I could. So some nights I was working when I'm like 20, 21, 22. Some nights I'd be working 7 nights a week. I'd be getting as many hours as I could because I was money hungry. I loved making money, and and the Christmas nights used to do me in because I was just them songs all the time, over and over and over again. So I think that's why I'm pretty sick of them songs, because the DJ would play the same song every night, but like 5 times a night. So all them songs, and then you've got drunk people dancing, singing to them. So I'm like, yeah, I'm well over them tunes though. of nightclubs, really, it's mad. Once when I was working so long, in the clubs and on the doors, you know. It took a very, very long time, talking years, for me to go out into a bar or club and not be looking around at what people's doing and looking for something that's going to kick off, you know. Yeah. It's mad. I used to be at bars and but I'd be looking all the time because you get this you get conditioned to be looking for danger and being aware all the time. And it's like that with, we've been out with Graham, our friend from Vegas, who was a doorman there for a long time. I've been out with him and he's the same, and he's like just on it all the time, like looking to see what's going on. I'm like, mate, relax, but you cannot really relax, you know, because you're working. I remember when talking about clubs and pubs and all that, I went home the first time in 3 or 4 years, and to England from America, and I went to a pub there. It was a Weatherspoons, and I was on edge. I felt a bit frightened because everyone seemed intimidating. It was at a boxing event as well, and it was the music. I know, and I was like shit. But if I go to Weatherspoons, if I in the past if I went to Weatherspoons, I'd be fine. But because I've lived in Santa Monica for so long, where like we the rough guys in Santa Monica and we soft as shite, you know, it's like you go there and it's like ooh, yeah, makes you soft out here. And definitely that being on the doors all the time.
But I would. It's easy to say LA makes you soft, but we live in a soft area of LA.
Yeah.
We're not exactly in Compton, are we? Or in the fucking hoods. I'm sure if you lived there, you wouldn't feel soft.
Yeah, you don't feel soft.
Yeah.
But it would be the same if we went there, but getting all frightened and all that.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, there's lots of rough areas in LA. It's just we keep out the way of them. I
used to go to boxing gym like pretty much every morning with Brandon Sullivan in Watts. So he'd pick me up at my house, and then we'd drive out down to Watts and go into the gym there. And I was the only white person that went into that gym, and we'd park up, and then we'd have to walk across the street. So we'd go at like 10 o'clock in the morning, right? And I'd be like looking around like shit, and I'd like run into the gym because I didn't want to be seen in that area.
Right.
So and you go up the stairs into this gym, and then there's a little guy on the door, little black fella, and he's just like $5, and you're like, yeah. And then you walk in, and it's just like, I don't want to sound disrespectful because I fucking love that place, but it felt like a bit of a prison, bit of a jail.
Right.
You're like one bench, and the people just like ex-gangbangers and people who've come out of jail and all that doing bench press, proper old school. There's like rusty dumbbells and all that, 2 old rings, like proper old school gym. And then you know my friend Stuart as well. He's white as well. I go with him a couple of times. We're white kids walking in, and you have to walk right down the middle of the gym to go and put your bags at the back by the rings, right? So you walk through the middle of the gym as soon as you get in. And then the first couple of times I went, everyone was just like...
So that's scene off Rocky?
Yeah, just staring at you. I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
But then, after a few weeks of going in, like, everyone was well sound. They were like your best mates after that. Like,
right.
Hey, they call me Ricky Allen. Hey, it's Ricky Allen. Because that's the only English fighter they knew.
Yeah, well, when I moved to America and I went into that gym, it was the All-American Heavyweights. I was the only white guy in there, and everyone else was Americans. Heavyweights, so they were all like, the smallest one was about 6'3", and I'm 6'1" and 170 pounds at the time, so I'm like, I look tiny compared to all them. Yeah. And like I said, it was like one of them scenes off Rocky. You know, walking in, and everyone just staring.
You sparring with them as well?
No, I was actually like, they looked all big and mean and tough and big, massive muscles, but like I was the best boxer in there, like by far, because because I had no experience. They were all brand new to boxing, but they just looked big and intimidating. And then Evander Holyfield as well, but he was better than me. And they actually produced some good fighters like Charles Martin and Dominic Brazil, who's both fought Anthony Joshua and made millions from the sport. But yeah, it was an intimidating time. But now I feel like I'm not intimidated at all about anything or anyone, really.
Do you think that's because you've gone through that? You got through them intimidating experiences, so then you're unfazed by stuff later on? I think so. I think if you go through like your childhood or your early years, like just protected and sheltered from stuff, and then you get thrown into a situation that's intimidating, it's gonna like overwhelm you.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're constantly in intimidating, threatening situations, especially for you, like just fucking fighting every weekend, like that's gonna, when you're older, you're just not gonna be fazed by anything, are you?
Like, I think that's definitely what it is. It's the boxing.
Yeah.
Where I'm really confident now.
Yeah.
Because I know that I punch really, really hard, like fucking so hard that I've just got so much confidence. You know what? I'm joking, but it's true at the same time. But no, it does. I would never ever want to punch anyone. But I think that just gives us confidence.
So it's like good mental insurance, isn't it? That, like,
it's there. Yeah. And then like that's why I want my kids to just start teaching them now how to box.
Yeah.
Even though 3 daughters and they're all really young, I've taught 2 of them. But what the good thing is, right? Well, I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but my 2 daughters, a 5-year-old and 3-year-old, now I've taught them how to punch. They had a fight the other day, and they punched each other like bah bah. And then they kicked as well, because Jason taught them how to kick. But Jesse threw a 1-2 and then kicked Jane, started crying. The 3-year-old kicked the 5-year-old. It was like, oh, but at the same time, I was like, I'm impressed.
Yeah, I'll do.
Like decent form as well.
Yeah. I got asked the other day, like off Jack, my little lad, his mum asked me what about like if what she brought up like getting bullied in school like later on, and I just went, don't worry about it, he won't. And I just thought like it just doesn't even bother me.
Really?
I just don't think he will. I just feel like some parents are like almost like they're so scared of that stuff, and they're like, oh, what if he gets bullied? I don't want him to get bullied. And the more you think about that stuff, it's like that self-fulfilling prophecy. The more you try not to let stuff happen, the more likely it is to kind of happen. Whereas if you don't even think about it, you're like, no, he won't. He'll be fine. He'll look after himself. He'll be smart enough. It's like, I'm not worried about it at all.
See, I am.
And if it ever did happen, I'd go and sort it out, or I'd teach him how to sort it out.
Yeah, I'm worried about it because it happened to me. So I don't want it to happen to them. And yeah, I worry about it all the time. And I think sometimes girls are worse than boys, you know, with the appearance and things like that. So it is worrying. But I know what you're saying. If you keep thinking about it, chances are it could happen, you know. Next thing you get injured. Yeah, definitely. What do you think of my new shoes, by the way?
Oh, you've gone to the dark side. Fucking Adidas.
St. Glenn texted the day. I went, mate, you'll never guess what I've just done. I've just bought a pair of Adidas shoes. First time I've bought Adidas shoes in about, I can't even remember.
Yeah.
They're nice though.
Yeah, I haven't bought Adidas shoes for probably 10 years.
Like them?
No.
So
but
that's
like you wear these shoes and it look like you're gonna go to the moon. They're fucking massive.
This is what guys. If you listen to this is what you call jealousy, right there. That's what that was. That little that was jealous. The definition of jealous is that, you know, just jealous, because he can't afford. Well, he can afford them, but he wouldn't buy them. He wouldn't suit them, because Glenn's legs is really, really skinny, and if he put something on this big, it just look ridiculous. So, mate, that's what it is.
My legs look like a piece of like fucking string as it is, so I have to wear small shoes to make them look somewhat normal.
Yeah.
If I put that thing on, it would look like I've got a little finger as a leg.
So Glenn can't wear man's shoes. That's what it is. Oh yeah, let's talk about this, because I think it was the last podcast that we did, episode 100, when I talked about my daughter at the beach. I'm sure.
I got a shitload of abuse.
I'm sure if you listen to this, you've heard that, or you've seen it on my Instagram, because it's been one of my most popular posts.
Yeah.
Where the fellow was taking pictures of my daughter at the beach, and I posted that clip on social media, and it's just so good because Glenn's getting loads of shit.
It's like when we did the episode with Dan Pena.
Yeah.
That was on YouTube, and I sat there pretty much the whole episode just staring at him thinking, what is he talking about? And then you go into the comments on that video and everyone's like just ripping me, going, who's that fucking idiot in the middle? Oh, what's he looks like a scared little child and all this.
You did do it, to be fair.
I was fucking scared. He's a scary dude. So I got a ton of abuse on that one, and I bit back on a few of them, and then just like having fun. And then this one with the kid pedo video thing, I was confused why I was getting all this backlash, because all I said in the video, you said, when you confronted him, you went, what the fuck are you doing filming my kids? And he went, oh, your kids are cute. And then in the podcast I said, why is he explaining himself, saying the first thing that comes into his head to explain his behaviour is, oh, your kids are cute. I'm like, what's wrong with him? And everyone kind of mistook that as me saying,
you can't call kids cute, or if the first thing that comes into your head when you see a kid is that they're cute, there's something wrong with you. No, everyone who posted that comment or had a go at me for saying that is completely missing the context of what I'm talking about. I'm not saying you can't call kids cute, and they're like saying shit like, clearly he doesn't have kids. Well, yeah, I do have kids. And he thinks it's weird to call kids cute. No, not at all. I'm saying it's weird if you've just been caught filming kids. You're going, what are you doing? Well, they're cute. That's weird.
Yeah. It's not just film. I mean, one thing is filming kids. You should never do that.
Yeah,
but another thing
that's
is
weird enough to start with.
If it's
right?
a 1-year-old girl in a swimsuit,
right?
What the fuck's that about?
That's weird in itself. But then your explanation for it is, oh well, they're cute, so I'm going to film them. No. Like, so anyone who's might be listening to or watching this and you posted a comment, hammering on Instagram, as your explanation.
Yeah. That video really blew up. I was in, where was I? I was in Brisbane. There's a little island off Brisbane called, I can't even remember what it's called. It was a little tropical island. It was beautiful, and
not Byron Bay, right?
No. What is it? Tuluma. It's a like a 2-hour boat journey from Brisbane to Tuluma Island, beautiful island, and I'm on there, and I got recognised off a guy on there. Oh, are you the guy who posted that video about your kids? Someone taking pictures of kids. I was like, oh yeah. So the other side of the world, and that video was it's done its rounds, which is amazing.
You know what I'd love now from here, if anyone is watching this or listening to this, and you did.
Are your people
and
listening?
You still stand by what you said to me? Like, go back on that post, or just send me a direct message on Instagram and back up your point, because it's like, you know.
Yeah, Glenn got a lot of shit, and it was good because
just saying shit like, oh, he doesn't have kids. What's wrong with him? He thinks it's weird to call kids cute. Like, that's not what I'm saying.
The other thing you got shit
point.
for was you said that it's illegal to. No, you said if you have a piss in public, that you.
In California.
In the sex offenders list.
In California.
And people were saying that's full of shit.
I'm quite certain I'm right, but let's put the record straight.
He's quite certain. He's not certain, but he's quite certain. So some people are mad about that.
So I just put it into my Google machine.
Oh,
here.
Another thing, right?
Here we go. If you will, let's see. 13 states require sex offender registration for public urination. So 13 states have that law.
Yeah, so you were right.
Yeah. I remember someone told me a while ago, I think, you know, I'm probably going to get shit for this now as well, but when you grow up in England, you fucking piss everywhere, don't you, when you're a kid?
Yeah.
You just fucking go down a back alley and you have a piss. Yeah. You just piss everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a fucking dirty country, we don't give a fuck.
I don't think I know one man friend who's not had a piss in public.
Yeah. It's just normal. But then...
I mean, in Sunderland, it's normal for the girl to do it as well.
Yeah, right. So,
a joke.
same in Blackburn. So when you first come here, you kind of getting used to the culture and all that stuff, and then that first couple of times you go out here, I'm like, oh, fucking hell, going on, and then I have a piss.
Me last night, what are you talking about?
And then someone tells you, like, oh, don't do that. If you get caught doing that, you're a pedo, yeah? Like, what? To be fair, I'm not going to piss in public again, are you?
Yeah. But what about if you're homeless?
You know, is every homeless person a registered pedo?
I guess there's toilets everywhere in Santa Monica, like public toilets to piss in.
They live in them, don't they?
So I got a stick off a couple of people on that post as well about my kids. Like, no way this is true. How can we believe this guy? So I was like, mate, why would I lie? Why would I lie about this? And his response was, so you get more views and get more followers. I was like, mate, I don't need any more views. I don't need any more followers. Why would I lie about someone taking pictures of my daughter, try and get more views?
Someone posted out the comments.
Yeah. So guys, go on the comments in that post and give people some shit.
Yeah. So it says it's a misdemeanor, and it's classed as lewd behaviour, which can result in being put on the sex offenders register if found guilty.
Right. Interesting. So don't get caught. Or don't do it either.
Yeah.
Even better thing to do. So it is around Christmas now, and it doesn't feel like Christmas, even though I've got Christmas trees, I've got decorations everywhere. It's all we're really talking about at work, Christmas holidays, a Christmas party. But the reason why it doesn't feel like Christmas is because of the weather. Glenn, you're breathing like a sex offender right now. I'll hear it through the mic. Yeah, so the reason why it doesn't feel like Christmas is because of the weather. Here in Santa Monica, it's like a summer's day in England. Yes, now it starts to feel like Christmas.
Yeah, there you go. I'm just trying to get you in that Christmas spirit.
Yeah. Oh, so we had our Christmas party the other night. Glenn wasn't there, he was with his son. Did you hear about that? The Christmas party?
Yeah, I knew it was happening.
No, but did you hear about what happened?
No, I didn't hear what happened. What happened?
So we rented out an apartment on a website called Space where you can rent out commercial properties for events. And it was mad. It was someone's apartment. It was really nice. It was big. But what was weird about it, the people whose apartment were rented was in a little secret doorway in the back.
So it was a residential apartment?
Yeah. And they had cameras around. They were in the back watching us in their apartment. But their apartment was like a two-story.
Sounds weird, that.
It was a two-story apartment. It was, like I said, it was really nice. There was about 30 of us there. We had loads of food, loads of drink. And yeah, so someone spilled a little bit of drink on the sofa. Out comes the woman whose apartment is running out with a hanky, just wiping it up really fast. Like, bit strange.
Yeah.
So obviously they're sitting there staring at us in the camera. We rented it from 7 till 11, I think it was. Yeah, it was 7 till 11. So we had it for 4 hours. Then at 20, and then, so that Alexa's everywhere. But Alexa's down at volume 2 and it's quiet as fuck. And I'm like, Alexa, volume 5. And it was going up, then it was going back down. So I went and knocked on the door. Mate, come and put the music on. It's at 20 past 10. He went, oh no, so because it's a residency, this is the fella. Because it's a residency place, there's sound restrictions. So automatically when it goes above this, it drops down to this. I'm like, oh mate, it's a party, So anyway, I left him.
Excellent Christmas party with Alexa at volume 2.
I know, I couldn't even hear the music. So there's like 30, maybe 40 people there. All you can hear is people talking, and it's like, The fella comes out at 10:30, and says to Kerry, why is everyone still here? Kerry's like, well, we've got until 11. He went, no, the last hour in your contract was to leave for cleaning. Kerry's like, what? So we only got for 3 hours, and the last hour was for cleaning. So we're cleaning now, we're going to be out soon. Then he started going mad, mate.
Really?
Shouting. He went, right, everyone out. I was like, mate, are you joking? We still got half an hour left. No, everyone out. And then he started getting really angry. Right, I'm calling the police. He phoned the police. Everyone out. You're now trespassing. I'm like, mate, what are you talking about? Now it's like 11:15. We've got 15 minutes left. Nah, everyone out. Start going mad.
He owns it.
He owns it. It's his apartment. So we got kicked out of there for this dickhead. And I was like, well, for one, we had it for 11 o'clock, but for two, mate, you fucking weird. You're letting people in your apartment, renting it out, and we were a really nice group. If this was out with some other boys in England, this apartment, we would have been bouncing on the fucking settees and all that.
Yeah.
It was just a nice group.
Ripping the place to shit.
All we were doing was talking, and we got kicked out.
Well, I heard Steve showed up.
Steve showed up, yeah, he had fun. It's funny, right? So Steve showed up.
Should we explain about Steve for the people who don't know who we're talking about?
Go on.
Stephen Kane, PTLA on Instagram. Animal.
Our Scouse friend. Funny because, as I'm sure you know, what a lot of people do, us two included, when you've had enough of something, a place, rather than saying bye to people, you drop a shoulder. I think the nicknames for it's an Irish goodbye, where you just leave. So we've got the fights on in front of a big 70-inch TV in this room, and everyone's facing the TV. Behind the TV is the door to leave, right? So Steve, he's drunk now. He just puts his head down and he tries to and he's wobbling, walking, pretending he's going somewhere, everyone in the room knows exactly what he's doing, and he just left, trying to be discreet as fuck, but
he wasn't.
But he wasn't. Just everyone's like, "Oh, Steve's left."
So funny.
So funny.
Amazing how many times you've had nights out with him and he just disappears.
I know.
You'll be like, you'll literally be getting him a drink, and you'll get it, and then you turn around, and he's like, "Where's he gone?"
He's just
And
disappeared.
then you just stuck there with like 2 or 3 drinks.
Makes sense, doesn't it? Like if I was at that party and I had to do that, like I would have had to say bye to like 30, 40 people. I just couldn't be asked.
It's energy drainer.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, I'm out.
So it's best
See ya.
just to drop the shoulder
Yeah.
and leave.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I've got lots of these talking about that party. I've got lots of these drinks. Giant hard kombucha. Got a big slab full in the corner. They donated them to us. So thank you, Giant Hard Kombucha. Really, really good drinks.
Yeah, I've been loving these hard kombuchas. We're not affiliated with them in any way, but little plug for them.
Yeah. So this got 4 grams of sugar.
8 in the whole can, which isn't too bad. I like a company called Flying Embers as well. They have a really good one. It's got no sugar in it. Hard kombucha in LA. It's probably the most LA drink you could have really in it.
Yeah.
It's like a probiotic drink with booze added to it. So
Look what it says, big at the top. Naturally gluten free.
yeah, yeah.
Proper Elliot drink, hasn't it?
The one that I've got has got adaptogenic herbs. It's vegan, gluten free, organic, hard kombucha. Yeah.
So look what
The
this
best
is.
alcoholic drink, the healthiest alcoholic drink I've found.
Yeah, so look at what this is in the back. This is proper Elliot shit.
This is what happens to you when you live on the west side of
So
LA.
these drinks that we're drinking now, naturally gluten free, clean and simple ingredients, antitoxic.
Antioxidants,
Go on, read it all.
organic acids. It's not. You know, like how we think stevia is healthy, right?
Right.
People don't know what stevia is. It's like a replacement for sugar from a plant, right? It's one of the healthiest alternatives to sugar and like those fake sweeteners, right? This is on another level now because they're saying doesn't even contain stevia. You're like, fucking hell.
All natural flavours,
Yeah.
no prefaced. What does it say?
Preservatives or sulfites, and then
No
no
living
living organisms.
So yeah, I mean that now that just tells
Pretty
me
next level.
that's a great drink. It really is. So I've been drinking a lot this year. Next year I'm going to have a year off alcohol. Yeah, I've been drinking a lot, and I've been a guest on a few podcasts lately, and I've mentioned it. I've never mentioned it on this one. But yeah, it's kind of taken over my evenings. When I see a lot, I've been drinking 5, 6, sometimes 7 nights a week, drinking wine in the house. It really helps me relax and get to sleep at a night, right? Because I think I struggle with sleep. I struggle by overthinking stuff, what's going on at work.
Yep.
So
Well, I keep trying to push you into meditation for that stuff because it sorts it out, but you...
it's discipline. It's discipline. So with me having little discipline these days, and I'm not afraid to admit it, that's why it's like easier. Have a few glasses of wine, watch your telly, and not
It's because you're comfortable in it. It's like... And I think your schedule's good for you. You're not like up at silly o'clock every single day, are you?
No, I'm up at 7 every morning with the kids.
Yeah, but that's
easy.
That's
It's,
not
you
too
know,
bad.
No, that sounds.
And then your physical activity levels aren't super high.
Yeah, don't work out.
You're not like
Fat,
teaching
lazy.
classes all the time
Yeah.
or doing personal training.
Yeah, I'm
So
really
it's like,
comfortable.
because you're pretty comfy, you can like, that's when discipline goes down.
Right.
Cause like for me, I can't sit at home at night now drinking like half a bottle of wine or a bottle of wine,
Yeah.
or like 2 bottles of wine or whatever. Cause I'm like, I have to be up and on it at 5:30
Yeah.
and out the door, and then I've got like every morning of the week, it's like 3, 4, 5 personal training sessions all lined up every
Right.
single morning.
Sounds
So
horrible.
I've got no option.
Yeah.
So I've got no option other than to be disciplined.
Well, I've got
and
the
it's
option.
like say you when you're in a training camp, right? When you were in
Yeah.
a training camp, you've got no option but to be disciplined.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Wake up hungover in the middle of the camp? It's not going to happen, is it?
Right.
So
Yeah. So
that comfort makes the discipline
yeah,
go
that
down.
comfort. How does I don't know how people who's really rich and because I'm not really rich, I'm not comfortable. I don't have to, like you say, be up grafting at 7 a.m. every morning, I do what the hell I want to do when I want to do it. So I'm in a really, really good, comfortable situation right now. So I think that's a big thing, you know. But I want to make myself more uncomfortable to be able to get more out of me days and be more productive and be more successful. But by doing what I'm doing, I'm not. Even though I don't never wake up with a hangover, it's just, you know, the next day, if I never had that drink on the night, I would have slept better.
Yeah.
So we've got these rings. I've got one, Glenn's got one. It's called an Aura ring, what measures your sleep. And when I sleep with a drink in us, which is most nights, you know, my sleep score is low. When I sleep without a drink in it, my sleep score is always high.
Yeah.
And now,
so I just spoke about this morning. I was talking to someone about how alcohol affects your REM sleep. So with the REM sleep, that's when it, like, you build memory, you build concentration for the next day, like all that stuff goes on during the REM sleep. With this hour ring that we were talking about, that shows you how much REM sleep you got every night. So the conversation I was just having was, I've noticed a little pattern, but it's still confusing because, say, I've been out on a night out and I've had a bunch of drinks, right?
yeah.
This has happened a few times now. I've gone to bed drunk and woke up and my REM sleep's been through the roof. It's been amazing.
Right.
And everyone says that alcohol affects your REM sleep. If you drink, your REM sleep's going to be shit, right? During the week, my REM sleep is in the red on the app every night.
Wow.
I can't get good REM sleep. So I'm not drinking and I can't get good REM sleep. And then last night I had one glass of wine and the REM sleep was even worse than it is. So it's weird. If I have a ton to drink, I get good REM sleep. If I had nothing to drink, I don't get very good REM sleep. And if I have like one bit of alcohol or one drink, I get even worse REM sleep.
Right.
So it's true that it does affect it, but I just don't know why. And if anyone can answer this, let us know why, if you have a ton of alcohol, I've been getting like 2 hours of REM sleep.
Well, I know why. With REM sleep is rapid eye movement sleep,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
With drinking, it increases your heart rate. So,
Yeah.
well, I don't know.
How's that tied to REM sleep?
I don't know how it's tied to REM sleep, but I know that's tied with your sleep overall.
Yeah.
Because your heart rate's higher.
Yeah.
So that's affecting your sleep. What's mad is, right, let's say my average heart rate when I'm sleeping, if I'm not having a drink, it's around 47 beats a minute. If I have a drink, it goes up to like 57, maybe a little bit higher. So that's 10 beats a minute more. So 10 times 60 is 600 beats times, let's just see, I have 7 hours sleep. 600 times 7 is 4,200, I think.
Yeah.
So now my heart's beating 4,200 times more.
Yeah.
Because I drank alcohol.
Yeah.
Now, do that over 5 days. Now we're talking like over, well over 20,000 beats a minute
You're
more.
basically like tripling the work your heart has to do by drinking.
No, it's not tripling because it's not tripling the score. It's putting 10 on, but it's making a beat 20,000 times, 20,000 times
Yeah.
a week more.
Well, whatever it is, it's making it do
It's
more
like
work.
ridiculous, yeah.
Yeah. And then times that by people that do that regularly, like 5-6 nights a week over the course of their working life, which might be like 30 years, right?
Right. Yeah.
And then they have heart attacks at 65,
Yeah.
60, 65. It's kind of easy
Yeah.
to see why, isn't it?
Yeah. Some
Especially if you're not doing anything else
people, yeah.
to look after
Some
it.
people get away with it. Some people, like old people, drink all the time. But like,
I think the fitter you are, the healthier you are, and like for the majority of the time, if you're living pretty clean, training, eating right, doing all that stuff, you can handle alcohol pretty well, I think.
yeah. So in 2017, I had a year off alcohol, and it was a great year for the Boxing World Academy. Right? We met, if you remember that, I put lots of time and energy into that, and we end up doing loads of courses. So when we went to Vegas, I remember, because I went to Vegas. Try going to Vegas with Glenn and not having a drink. Go on, try it. I dare you. I dare you. The amount of shit that I got for not drinking. But
You got abused for a year.
every time we went away, I went, on, just fucking drink. Just stop. I'm like, no, Glenn, I can't. Because my personality is, and I know I shouldn't say this and categorise myself into into this category because what you've just said earlier on about if your kids get bullied, they're going to get bullied. If I'm putting me in this category, that means I'm doing it myself mentally, and I understand that, and I've read up about that, right?
Yeah.
That being said, I've got this addictive personality. I cannot just have one glass of wine one night a week. I tried. After that year of drink, that was the plan, you know. And I cannot. And I end up having a drink, another drink, another drink, another drink. For the next thing, I'm pisshead and drinking all the time.
What if you had someone to bounce it off? Like, say, instead of saying, I'm going to have a year off drink, I said, do a year where you only drink when I drink. And see how you do.
Yeah,
so if it's like a Monday night, right? And
it'll not work because
you're like, I want to have a glass of wine. And I'll be like, well, I'm not drinking tonight, so you can't.
No.
I'm kind of like your fucking, like, guide.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I would love that, but I'm being real to myself. It wouldn't work. I'd be like, fuck it. I drank last night with Glenn. A little glass of wine now is not going to help.
That's just willpower, though.
Yeah, it is. It's
not addiction. It's willpower.
I agree. Well, addiction is willpower, right?
I think addiction is like general addiction for most people that think it's addiction is just an excuse for lack of willpower. Now, there's real addiction where you're physically addicted to something and you need it, or else you're going to get sick or you might die.
Right.
So there is like actual physical
yeah.
addictions. But I think for the most part, when people are like, I'm fucking addicted to chips, or I'm addicted to chocolate, or I'm addicted to drinking, it's like, no, you're not. You just need to
willpower.
exercise some willpower.
And I get that, and I'm the first to admit that I've got my willpower since I retired from boxing is went down a lot. When I was boxing, I was the most dedicated boxer that I know. With diet and training, I would definitely do it, but I had something at the end of it, and as well, I had an opponent that was going to try and knock my head off. Loads of pressure with thousands of people watching us. So I was
because there's a consequence to that lack of willpower when you're in that situation.
Yeah.
Like I said before, right? What are you going to do? You're going to drink on a night when you've got to get up and train twice or three times the next day? No.
Yeah.
Because you know that if you do that, you're going to feel like shit. And then the consequence is your career is going to suffer. You could get knocked out. You could fucking...
Look like a dick.
Yeah.
That's a big...
I'm like, you could get knocked out and then you're like, yeah, you'd look like a dick.
Yeah. Not saying that anyone who's been knocked out looks like a dick. I mean, well, you do, don't you? You do, or you at least feel that way.
Has anyone ever been knocked out and looked cool being knocked out? I'm trying to think of an example where you've been knocked out and it was like, yeah, you looked all right when you got knocked out.
The only way you look all right is if you knocked out 12 of them before like there was like 13 people coming at you and you
knock them all out, and then you just
out.
One catches you.
Yeah, but there's 12 of them. You knock all 12 of them out. But when you knock on one of them out, you punch them into a wall, and then that wall falls down, and that hits you on the head, and that knocks you out. Then you look cool. Yeah, we're talking about cartoon character shit there. So next year, 2020, I'm going to go into the new decade with a year of alcohol. If anyone listening to this podcast wants to join me, please do. You won't be motivating us because I'll be motivating myself to do it, but hopefully I can motivate you to do it as well. You know, this drinking thing, what we're talking about, I know for a fact that I'm not the only one doing it. I know for a fact that there's loads and loads of people drinking all the time, drinking way too much, and you know, one thing that people give people shit about is like, I think you've said it before as well. Give shit to people who say it's a new year, new me, right? And I remember Paul Mott used to say, "Fuck that shit. It's bollocks. It's not bollocks.
It fucking is.
I can't disagree with you anymore. It's not bollocks. It might be bollocks for you, but you're not everyone. You can be dedicated.
Yeah. I'm just giving you my opinion. Like if some like
it's
think
bollocks for you, yourself.
Yeah.
You don't need a new year to do it.
But I would say to somebody who does say, new year, new me, I'm going to join the gym, or I'm going to get on the diet, I'm going to stick to this, I'm going to do that, and be like, why are you waiting to the new year to do it? Why not just do it now?
That's exactly...
Why are you going by the calendar? Just fucking do it.
And I wish that I could do that. Like I've thought to myself, like,
why do you need a deadline or
I've thought
a
myself,
date to start?
in November, well, I should start now. I'm now fuck that. I need to start at the end of the year. It needs to be a fresh start. So I'm one for that. And what I've got to see to people who are thinking this as well is, if that's your way and that's how you're going to do it and going to be successful for doing it, fucking doing it. Don't listen to dickheads like Glenn who's like, nah.
All right, so think of this, right? New Year's Eve's on a Tuesday this year.
Yeah.
New Year's Day is on a Wednesday. So the first of the year is on a Wednesday. So you could technically get absolutely smashed until 11:59 on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the clock hits 12, you're like, right, I'm going to have 365 days with no alcohol.
Yeah. That's what I do. I'm doing that. I'm fucking doing
Do you
it.
realise how ludicrous that is, though?
I mean,
like, why not just be like, I'm going to start scaling back a little bit, and then next year I'm going to try and not do it. Like, you know, it's
a fresh start. It's a fresh start, and if
like, give me my last fix before I go.
Yeah, and that's what I do, and that's what helps me. So don't listen to fucking Glenn.
No, I like whatever helps people.
Yeah, whatever helps people. Everyone's different, you know. I wish I could.
I never want to. I hate being preached to or told like to do a certain way to do things. So I never want to come off as one of them. If New Year's resolutions work for you, go for it. But I just think that they don't really work for a lot of people. I just think that people think they work, and then end of January they're right back to where they were.
I think I've said this before, but yeah, mate, keep coughing in the mic for people who's listening to the audio. They love listening to that, mate. At least turn your head away around from the microphone, mate.
I'm trying. I'm struggling here.
Yeah, what I can't stand. By the way, I've said this before, but I've took the word hate out of my vocabulary because that's a really strong word.
So you've cut alcohol off, and now you're starting to censor yourself.
No, like for years I've took the word hate out of my vocabulary. There's very rarely you will ever hear me say that word hate.
Yeah. Like
very, very rare.
Apart from the other day when you go, I fucking hate it when you say that.
It's such a negative word. I would never say that. But what was I talking about again?
You took it out of your vocabulary.
Oh, what I really dislike is people. I see people who's advertising podcasts and they talk about people. I think I've spoken about this before.
What do you mean?
Like, people need to be doing this. People need to be doing that.
Yeah.
Well, most people do this. Most people do that. I feel like saying, fuck off, mate.
Yes.
Like, it does me head in.
Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, don't act as if you're superior to people.
Yeah.
You're a fucking person.
Yeah.
Don't say people is. And there's one person speaks to me. I'm not going to mention them, but yeah.
You can text it to me.
It annoys us. It really does.
Yeah, there's a way of like giving help out to people and suggesting ways to do things, giving advice, sharing experience on what's worked for you. Oh, I did this and I felt like this, so I'd really recommend you try this if you're struggling this, or whatever it might be. But yeah, when people get on their high horse and they're like, people should be doing this, people should be doing that, why are they not doing this, they're not doing that, and they get all like intense about it, yeah, it puts me right off. You can fuck off. By the way, don't know if you can hear that. They can probably hear it, yeah. Yeah, he's just gone for a piss right in the middle of the podcast. So while you're pissing, I'll just do some coughing.
Worst podcast ever. So we are doing this. Did you hear this chin flush? No, me neither. Did you wash my hands? No, me neither. So if you're watching this on YouTube, we're in the new Box and Burn office, and it's really, really nice. It's right around the corner from where I live, so it helps. And there's an Irish bar on the side, and
you won't be going in there for a year.
Oh, they'll do good cottage pie, so I'll go in there. But this is really good, and since we've got this office, the productivity levels have went up. We've got a big whiteboard on the wall with everything on, jotted out. Now, you know how you can have, we've got notes apps on our phone where we we can write stuff and reminders and tasks where we are. But when you've got something out in front of you mapped out, it really helps with productivity. And yeah, I think it's been great. And I'm looking forward to coming in here all next year and getting some real deep shit going. Deep shit going, you know.
Yeah,
really
it's going to be a good year next year. Excited to work.
We've got what we haven't announced yet. We're going to do a level 3 Box and Burn Academy. I guess that's an announcement.
That's technically the official announcement.
No, I know there's a ton of people who listen to this who doesn't really get into that or are bothered about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got the level 3 Box and Burn Academy, so that's going to be a big thing. What we're going to be doing, we've just started doing a kickboxing Burn Academy, kickboxing certification course, a strength and conditioning certification course, and then we've got our level 1, level 2, what's been really successful. So now we're going to add a level 3, because at the end of every single level 2 course, someone always asks, when you're doing a level 3, what's next? And do you know what? I think I said this in one of the other courses, and it's a great way of explaining the level 3. The level 1 is the basic shit. Level 2 is like the basic advanced shit.
Yeah.
Like, we haven't really had much freedom, if you like, to go with that, because that's just the fundamentals.
Yeah.
Now, with the level 3, we're going to get so free and do what we absolutely love to do.
Yeah, there's no limit on how complex or advanced it has to be, because
and what
that's
we can
what
add in
want.
there. We had to do what we've done. The thing is, we had to do what we've done in the first 2 courses.
Yeah.
In the third one, we can do what the hell we want, so it's going to be amazing.
I just posted yesterday a video on Instagram about fundamentals versus complex. 2 different styles of mitt work in boxing. But I think the same goes for anything, right? Any walk of life, any career, any sport. You can't expect to master advanced stuff until you've mastered the fundamentals and the basics of something.
Yeah.
Especially in boxing, and especially on the coaching side. People try and get overcomplicated and master all that fancy shit before they've even learned the fundamentals.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to getting this schedule done for the level 3, and really excited to create what we're going to create. I've got some little ideas in my head now, even though we haven't really spoke much about it. I know you've got some ideas as well.
Yeah.
But it's going to be amazing, mate.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing.
And I think we're going to do it as like an annual thing, right?
Yeah, just once a year. Once a year, because... You know, we've got the level 1, level 2. That's the main focus.
Yeah. And
you can't do the level 3 until even level 2.
Yeah.
Another thing that we're playing with the idea of doing is like an elite program, if we want to call it elite, where we are going to invite or take applications for a certain amount of people to come and do. How long do we say?
Like 3 days.
3
like
days.
Mentorship.
3 days mentorship with me and Glenn, where you spend the full 3 days with us, where we're talking about everything, like deep. Level 1, basics. Level 2, advanced. Level 3 is going to be fucking great for training wise. But the other stuff, behind the scenes stuff, we're gonna only offer this to a certain amount of people.
Yeah.
And where you come, spend the come 3 days with us.
You get to. You can hang out in the office with us, come to the gym with us, see how we do things, come out to lunch with us, hang out, ask us questions, travel around with us in the city and all that stuff. Just follow us,
it's gonna
be on our shoulder, follow me home, shower with me, sleep with me.
Yeah,
just joking.
No, you're not. But yeah, so that's in the works. Well, again, this is the first time we've ever spoken about this. So if you're into this stuff, the Box and Burn Academy shit, and you're one of them people, keep your calendar open. It's going to be May 2020. A lot more things is going to be announced for that. Oh, mate, because I started speaking slowly and a bit creepy there.
You always do. I noticed this right towards the end of the podcast. You kind of just sort of
drift off. Get on this, mate. This morning, I'm in the car with my missus and my daughter dropping off at school, and my phone rang. Answer the phone. If it's a number if I don't know, I always answer the phone. Hello, this is Tony. So I answer for hello, this is Tony. They're going, I'm not lying. Hey Tony, how are you?
On the car speaker.
I don't know. I had my phone on loudspeaker. I was like, fuck. My missus in the back. I'm like, who the hell's this? I went, sound? Who's this? She went, it's me, Cynthia. I went, Cynthia, where from? Shit. And I'm like, who the fuck's this?
Yeah.
She went, who's this? I went, it's Tony. She went, oh, sorry, I've got the wrong number. Bye. Put the phone down. So some fucking bird rang me, and she must have been ringing a different Tony.
Being all sexy.
And then she heard my accent, and God, I was like, a bit weird.
Yeah.
Proper weird.
You're like sweating.
I was like, God, who the hell's this? I'm only in trouble here. I don't even do anything wrong. Eh, God. So, well, this is the first podcast in the office. We're going to hopefully be doing more. We'll get a better setup with this. And thank you for listening.
Did I speak about... Sorry, you made me think of something with that phone call about numbers that you get. I get these random 1-800 numbers and all that sales calls, spam shit, and Apple started filtering them out now as scam likely.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't say scam likely, it's still a 1-800 number show up, so it's got through the Apple filter. And a few weeks ago, I decided to answer one, and like Indian call centre, and I go, hello, and he goes, hey, hello, Mr. Holmes, and I'm like, yep, and he goes, da-da-da. I went, mate, you ring me every day. Can you take me off your database? Like it's like kicked off. Like I thought I'll just put the shitters on him a bit. I'm like, take me off your database now. You're wasting me time and all this. And he went, okay, it's a $300 charge to come off the database. Fucking gangster legend.
That's amazing.
It's like, I'll ring the fuck out your phone, annoy the shit out of you, but you've got to pay to stop.
What did you say?
I think I just hung up, but it was like, I was impressed by his response.
Yeah. You should have said, do you take Venmo?
Yeah.
Do you take PayPal? Funny. All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed this show. It wasn't much value given, I don't think. We in the office space right now.
That's, I think, the goal for next year is to start putting out more value podcasts, stuff you can actually use, but hopefully these are enough to keep you ticking over if you're listening in your car or whatever. Just have a laugh at how fucking stupid.
Yeah, go if you listen. Most people listen to this on.
Oh, we did give some value. We told people what the best kombucha is.
Yeah.
And we told them that New Year's resolutions are a waste of time.
It's called Giant Kombucha, spelled with a J. If you're not yet, go to my YouTube channel and subscribe on there, Jaffa Boxer, where we put these videos and you can watch the videos. I put boxing education stuff on there as well. Yeah,
the one from the Sunderland Stadium of Light that we did back in the summer.
Yeah, mate, talk to your mic, please.
The one we did at the Stadium of Light back in summer's really good, sat in the dugout in Sunderland.
Yeah,
that's a good one to watch.
I much prefer to watch stuff than listen. If it's just me, like I've got Joe Rogan's, I'm subscribed to Joe Rogan's list, his YouTube page, and I always put good little clips on there, so I prefer to watch it than listen. All right, until next time, we'll see you later.